sometimes it comes, like they say, just around that time, it's the time to change.
Yeah. All right, let's see what Tariq talking about.
Infectious disease clinical testing? Welcome to P23 Labs, a high-complexity molecular diagnostics lab that uses the latest technology to offer a full suite of molecular diagnostic tests, clinical tests, and wellness consultations. We give you access to knowledge and healthcare resources that will transform your health. Schedule an appointment and order your custom test today with our healthcare team. www.p23labs.com.
All right, we're here doing a live broadcast today, ladies and gentlemen. We're here, we're on time. Let everybody know that we're live right now. We're going to be talking about uppity athletes today. This is going to be an on-camera game, so we're going to have a lot to chop up today. Everybody let folks know that we're live right now. Click that like button, hit the subscribe button. While everybody's gathering on in the room, we're going to have a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, so don't you go nowhere. We'll be right back right here on Tariq Radio.
Yo, it's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. And if you really want to learn how to attract beautiful women, go to badboymembership.com. The Bad Boy Membership gives you step-by-step, easy to follow dating advice tutorials every month. You'll also get my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, for free by joining the Bad Boy Membership. Step up your game today and go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.
Listen up, squares. You need to get the legendary book on game, The Art of Mackin, by author Tariq King Flex Nasheed. Available on Amazon right now. This book has been a bestseller for 20 years, Jack. And the New York Times called it a classic. That means it's out of sight. So this book ain't for no lame who ain't trying to learn the game. Jive turkeys. So if you're ready to stop slacking in your macking, get the Art of Macking book on Amazon and Barnes and Noble right now. Sucker.
Making money,
Rated
though.
PG. That stands for plenty of game. Jive chumps.
What's up, family? You guys need to check out this cookie company out of Houston, Texas called The Cookie Confidant. Man, they sell these beautiful, delicious, huge cookies right out of Houston, Texas, man. And the brother has been in business since 2017. And I've tried these cookies, man. They are bomb, bomb, bomb. Very delicious. My personal favorite are the chocolate chip pecan cookies, man. They are bomb. Y'all need to go to cookieconfidant.com to get these cookies. Black-owned company, man. They got chocolate chip peanut butter cookies, white chocolate cookies with sprinkles, man. So anything you like in a cookie, they got it. So again, go to cookieconfidant.com. That's cookieconfidant.com.
Does your life suck? Introducing the first ever successful course teaching Black people how to connect the divine spirit to solve their problems. Finally, have the things in life you deserve by calling on divine forces, money, love, attracting people you desire, career opportunities, and business success. And most of all, replacing the system of white supremacy with justice. Don't be a scared Negro and go to starknowledge.net now and gain our ancestors' knowledge at starknowledge.net.
The esteemed Dr. Francis Square Swelson taught us that to destroy white supremacy, we must understand what it is and engage in the appropriate counter-racist behaviors. The most impactful counter-racist behavior that any Black person can engage in is in the discovery and fulfillment of a unique purpose through daily effective action. However, most of us will never reach our potential because of life's natural constraints and the imposed boundaries of systematic white supremacy. How can we overcome this? Head over to kineticliving.com and discover the 10-minute strategy our ancient history provides that we can employ every night to strategically increase our daily performance, productivity, and goal achievement by 25%. That's KENETICLIVING.com.
Do you have a passion for cooking and don't know how to monetize it? I am the owner of multiple food trucks, grossing $250,000 a year each, and I can show you how. Learn from my documented successes of running a food truck and get straight to the cash. Sign up for my course at cookyourwaytocash.com. Again, that's cookyourwaytocash.com.
What's up, family? You know it's about to be a pull-up summer, so you want to stand strong with the blackest t-shirt out this summer. The Black as F limited edition t-shirt created by designer Thad Baltimore is available right now at WeBuyBlack.com or TBaltimore.com. The shirt is black as F, and you know what the F means, so you need to get yours now, right now, at WeBuyBlack.com. Check out the brand new novel Low Hanging Fruit by author Tyrus McKnight. Everything seems to be going wrong for 24-year-old Trent Moore. Everyone close to him is either leaving or dying, but then he meets a 19-year-old Jessica Mars, who's a student who also does exotic dancing to pay her school fees. Can these star-crossed lovers find true love and happiness? Find out by reading the novel Low Hanging Fruit, available right now at Amazon.com.
If you are tired of buying expensive cocktails that are weak and leave you disappointed, order a drink from us at LiddyWithLee.com. All of our drinks are made with quality liquor, organic sweeteners, and natural juices. We ship domestically and offer delivery services throughout the NYC area. Here at Liddy with Lee LLC, we strive to provide you with a lit experience in a bottle. Follow us on Instagram at Liddy with Lee or check our website, LiddyWithLee.com.
If you're ready to step up your Second Amendment game right now, then you need to check out the most well-respected, thorough, Black-owned firearms dealership in the United States, and that is Redstone Firearms. Redstone Firearms is headquartered out of Burbank, California, but you can purchase firearms and ammo from their website wherever you are around the country. Not only does Redstone provide the most top-of-the-line weapons for your protection, they also offer consulting, education on up-to-date gun laws, and firearms training. So go to redstonefirearms.com right now. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Redstone Firearms.
Bro, stop playing and start spraying. Leave an op on the ground where you stand. At all costs, yeah, make sure you protect it. Old goon juice, the formula been tested. You can defend yourself. If you find that you need a little help, gotta stay ready. Ain't no love in the street. Pepper spray straight to the face, make them get weak. Get it at oldgoonjuice.com. If they thinking you slipping, then tell them to come get them some. If you're packing this, you won't be lacking. A shot to the eye in them problems you having. Maximum strip hit them haters on ground, so you can feel free when you out in the town. Old Goon Juice, and don't forget the shirt, man. You gotta stay ready. That evil on alert.
You are now tuning into the legendary Tariq Nasheed.
I gave him the blood on that bridge in Selma.
On Tariq Radio.
All right. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We're live. We are back. By the way, all my San Jose people, if you're out there in the Silicon Valley of the Bay Area and you're looking for a spot to unwind and meet new people after a long day and you don't want to go too far away from the South Bay on a weeknight, y'all need to check out World of DC Productions Transplant Tuesdays in San Jose. They got a lot of sexy ladies there. It's a real fly spot. It's at the sleek and sexy Liquid Lounge in downtown San Jose. It's Transplant Tuesdays. It has live music, good food, and all that good stuff. General admission $15, 20 at the door. So check that out. Transplant Tuesdays at the Liquid Lounge in downtown San Jose. All right. So what's up, man? We're here. Other than that, glad to have everybody here. Glad to have everybody tuning in. Let me see who's all in the chat room. Now, by the way, y'all, somebody said, what's on my forehead? Let me get that out the way. Just my wife put some Neosporin on my forehead. So I don't want y'all to be thrown off by the Neosporin. I'm not sweating. I got my air conditioner. You can probably hear my air conditioning and all that stuff in the back.
What the hell happened to your head?
I got a scrape on my forehead. No, it's not domestic abuse. I'm not a battered husband. No. It's not domestic abuse. It is not domestic abuse. I'm not a battered husband. No, I scraped my head in my swimming pool. A couple of days ago, I was in the swimming pool with the kids, and I tried to do some shit that I saw on the Aquaman movie. And it just quite didn't work for me. I was trying to swim with your arms behind your back and all this old stuff. And then I went directly to the bottom of the pool and scraped my head. And I'm lucky I didn't become unconscious. Yeah, I went deep diving in the pool, and I forget that my pool is only 9 feet and I'm 6 feet 5. So it don't take me that much to go down to the very bottom. I try to be like my kids. My kids be diving and shit. That's the problem of being an old dad. I'm an old father with young kids, and you can't do what these young kids do. My kids be doing flips and tumbles into the pool, and I try to join them, and I damn near knock my damn self out, and I got CTE. So I scraped my head on the bottom of the pool. Just old dad problems. I'm having old dad issues. So that's what it is. Yeah, my eyesight ain't that good, so I can't really see the bottom like I'm a little nearsighted, so it looks farther away than it really is. So yeah, I got a little head wound in the pool, but I'm all right. All right. My kids watch a lot of these superhero movies, and they be like, "Okay, Dad, we're gonna be Godzilla, you be Aquaman." Well, Aquaman ain't this old. Okay, I gotta be somebody else. Let me be Nick Fury. Samuel L. Jackson is kind of old. I can be that. Why don't y'all ever want me to be somebody old? Let me play Morgan Freeman while I just sit on the side of the pool. Let me play somebody old. They always want me to be King Kong or Aquaman or some shit, and I'm hurting myself with these kids. So yeah, y'all see a little neosporin on my head. That's just what it is. Everybody, I need you to hit that like button. Oh yeah, by the way, check these shirts out, ladies and gentlemen. Check that out. Pull up summer. You can get some of these shirts at officialfba.com. 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 Pull up summer. Oh man, a lot of stuff to talk about. Shout out to Michael Warden. Listen, we got the campaign for the Hidden History Museum, and I should have put it in the comments here. I don't know why I didn't do that. I should have done that. I'm going to do that while I'm talking. The Hidden History Museum, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all need to go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. I don't know why I don't have it in here. I've been rushing, trying to do a million things. But hiddenhistorymuseum.com. We launched the crowdfunding for the museum yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you where we are in just 24 hours. Let me show you where we are with the crowdfunding in 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Let me refresh this. Hold on one second. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Indiegogo page. We're almost at $90,000 for the Hidden History Museum. This is the campaign for the Hidden History Museum. Okay? And I'm assuming that most of you have seen the ad. And we're going for $1 million. This is a big one. This is the big one. We're going for $1 million here. We off at a great start. $87,000 in the first 24 hours. That's a phenomenal start, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Let's keep that energy going. We got a month. We need to get to the goal early. We shouldn't wait till the last home stretch. We need to keep this momentum going. How many of you have not seen the commercial? See, we got to get to where we need to get very early. We need to get where we need to get very early. This is a great opportunity for a lot of business owners because we have some of the perks. Like, let me show you some of the perks we have on the side here. Hold on. Some of the good perks, especially for business owners. We have advisory board memberships where you can also promote businesses. If you have a business, we have some perks where you'll get a lifelong promotion for your business. When you go to museums and it says sponsored by Coca-Cola or sponsored by the Ford Foundation. We're going to have that for your business. We're going to have it for your business. So instead of these major corporations, this is going to be a grassroots thing. We can have sponsorship for Black businesses, lifelong sponsorship. So when the thousands of people come to the museum, your business will be advertised. So we got a lot of great perks for the business people, for the everyday people. Man, we got a lot of great perks, and a lot of people are very excited about the museum. So we got 29 days to go. We're going to need the family to donate multiple times because we need to get to where we need to be. As far as the admission, we don't know. We'll get all that. We'll get to that when we get to it. That's not a real big deal at this point. We're going to get to all that stuff when we need to get to it. Some people were hating on the museum. That's going to happen. Don't trip on that. We had a couple of people trying to troll. Look, most people are on board with this, and which is a good thing. We don't entertain people who are trolling and trying to talk down on it because, look, we got to understand, talking about empowerment, that's something that's different. That's something that's almost foreign. It's almost kryptonite to people who are not about empowerment. We're talking about doing things that are all about being self-sufficient. There's some people who just ain't ready for that. We ain't tripping on it. We got business to handle because we don't have the luxury to sit around here and coddle haters, and we don't have time. We got business to handle. All the people who are about empowerment, these are the people that we need to get on board. Some people are talking about athletes and all that. Yes, where are our athletes? See, all those folks we see, all the athletes and rappers and all that on Twitter and Instagram with the money phones and all that old stuff. See, we need to be hitting them up. Hey, they need to be on this too. If we get 10 money phone rappers to throw something on there, we got where we need to go. We'll be right where we need to go. But we don't wait on that. You understand? As Black people who are grassroots organized, we can handle this thing. Now, if other people want to contribute, which they should, that's what it is. But I want us to understand that us on the grassroots, we can handle our business. This is going to be a phenomenal project when we get to our goal. And I think we'll get to our goal, man. I have a lot of confidence in us. Then, but yeah, where's some of our athletes, man? They need to throw down on this too. We need some of our athlete brothers and sisters to throw down on this. But until they do, we're going to handle it on a grassroots level. Yeah? Because I want us to get into the mindset, because other groups don't wait on their celebrities and athletes. Other groups don't do that. They know how to get out here and put stuff together on a grassroots level. Like with and they know how to organize behind evil shit though. Like Kyle Rittenhouse. When Kyle Rittenhouse is out here trying to shoot niggas, all the grassroots white people, they'll support them. They throw money at that. We're doing something positive. We're doing something constructive. Yeah, so all of my rappers and all of my athletes, just take one night of your tricking money, the money that y'all trick off at the strip joint. Just one night of your tricking money. That's it. Y'all be dropping $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in the strip joint. Just one night of your tricking money. And I'm not knocking your tricking. Hit that Indiegogo. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Put 10 of those bands on the museum so that we can have an institution for your kids. See, that tricking ain't gonna do nothing for your kids. Let's put a little something on something where your kids can come and learn, where your family can come and learn and enjoy other empowered Black folks. You did? Put just one night of your tricking. I'm not even trying to stop your tricking. Just put one night of your trick tab on the museum. Just one night of your trick tab. Just one night. You did? Strippers, if your ass is in the air, listen, I know you're about to take your stripping money and go down to the Gucci store and the Louis store and the Asian weave shop. Give us some of your weave money. Put a little bit of that on the museum too. Yeah? Of course Nipsey would have donated, of course. Yeah, put your weed money. Look, some of the money that you were going to use to go down to Colombia to get some ass, some of the money you were going to use to get some more ass down in Colombia, use a little of your ass money to put on the museum. Just a little bit. You'll get that 10 bands back. You go, that Colombia ain't going nowhere. Use some of your ass money and your tummy tuck money. Just a little bit. Just 10 bands. That's it. Just 10 bands. Just a little bit of it. Because we got 30 days. This is something that we're doing in a timely manner. This is not something that's going to be drug out for a long time. Also on Indiegogo, look, we set it so that it's an all or nothing campaign. Let me show you something on Indiegogo. This is an all or nothing campaign. Hold on. You see, it says fixed goal. What does fixed goal mean? This campaign will only receive funds if at least $1 million is raised by the deadline. That's what fixed goal means. I deliberately set it at a fixed goal, not a flexible goal. Flexible goal means that whatever money is made, I keep it. I don't want that. No. I'm not doing nothing half-ass. I didn't want a flexible goal. I chose not to have a flexible goal. I wanted a fixed goal. Either we get all the money we need, the minimum, or nothing. Everybody's going to get their money back. Understand? Everybody will get their money back if we do not get to that goal. That's how confident I am. I'm confident that we can get to where we need to be. I know we can. I have faith in us. Yeah, you can write it off. It's a tax because it's a nonprofit. It's going to the nonprofit. But I'm confident that we can do it. I know we can do it. You know why I know we can do it, ladies and gentlemen? I have confidence in us. I know we can do it because we do it for other people. I know 100% that we can do it. We do it every day. We make other groups millions and millions of dollars every single day. We do it every day for other groups. I know we can do it. We just got to get the barrier, enough of us to get that barrier out of our minds. When we do it for a black person, all of a sudden, the niggersplaining starts. See, we done made all of these Asians and Arabs and all of these other groups filthy rich so they can gentrify us out of our neighborhoods. I know about Van Jones getting $100 million. I know. That's whatever. But we already make all these other groups millions. How do you think they have the money to gentrify you out of your neighborhoods? We do it for other groups. And what I don't like and what I don't entertain is when it's time to build something and have black folks run it, all of a sudden, niggas turn into LLC Twitter. Now all of a sudden, let me see your business plan. Is there a business plan that we... So we done gave a presentation. All of a sudden, people want to stall and come up with excuses to waste time. Those are those time-wasting tenants. You see, when it comes to us, all of a sudden, cats start coming up with all of this fake business acumen in order to not contribute. All of that. Well, let me see. I like to understand some plebiscites and that's just a way for niggas to not get involved. Niggas don't ask for business plans when the Asians are coming through and you giving all your money to the damn Asians. Ain't nobody asking for no business plan, who's on the committee, let me see some blueprints. And we done showed you where we're going to go. We gave a great presentation in the video. We gave a perfect presentation. Nobody's asking for none of that stuff when it's time to give your money to all of the other groups who give you nothing in return, nothing of value in return. They don't give you anything. But now we're trying to do something, we're trying to build something constructive, and all of a sudden, well, how much money you gonna get, man? Now, if I give $20, am I gonna be part owner of it? Niggas start talking like Amos and Andy. Now niggas start talking dumb. Let's stop. All of a sudden, when it comes to just giving a little donation, we're talking about a little donation, from just the average person. All of a sudden, niggas turn into Rock Nation. They act like they going to the Rock Nation brunch. Yeah? Now, all of a sudden, now hold on now. I was on my way to the Rock Nation brunch to meet up with Puffy and Jay-Z, but then I heard about this little endeavor that you had. Now, I'd like to know more information about it. And shut up. That's Amos and Andy talk right there. You know the show Amos and Andy? The Amos and Andy characters were based on these stereotypes that whites came up with about black people called the zip coon, where you would dress up a nigga and he would run around and try to act more important than what he was. And he would be using words all out of context. That was something that was funny to the white supremacists. So they would prop that up. Like, look at this. This is a zip coon. And the Amos and Andy thing was based on that. They would always be fucking up in business, always acting like they knew more about business than they did. It was an excuse to just really goof off. And you notice that whenever it comes to us, people start asking for all of these crazy little demands, which are in bad faith. It's really a lot of bad faith bullshit to waste your time. Yes, listen here. I have about $100 of them to invest in your endeavor. First, I'd like to see a business plan. And, okay, here's the business plan. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, I'd like to see a blueprint of the properties. Okay, here's the blueprint. This is where we're going to build it. Okay, I understand that. Now, can I take a gander at the permits that are going to be issued by the city? Here's the permits. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I'd like to, what we need to do is form a plebiscite. Now, where is the plebiscite going to be so we can discuss some potential rate of returns? And niggas that do that shit and waste your time forever with that. That's why a lot of shit don't get done. Them plebiscite niggas, oh, they will waste your time with that stuff. Well, I'm trying to give you $100,000 of them dollars. I never got the plebiscites. Niggas had no intentions on giving them because they ain't got no $100,000, first of all. Ain't got no money, ain't never done no business, but they are sitting here trying to waste your time. We don't even entertain shit like that. And these are niggas who ain't gonna do anything and they want you right there with them, so they're gonna waste your time. These are time-wasting tactics. All these are those are time-wasting tactics. Those niggas are the worst. That's why we do our projects and we get them out the way. We get our projects out the way. We ain't waiting on no plebiscites and all these meetings. And what you need to do, you should go down there and they got a PPP loan and stop. Let's get this thing popping at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. I'm gonna put the link up in a second. Let me see if I can put the link. Hold on. Let me do something. Let me see if I can put the link up now. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me do this right now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Okay, let's see if that works. Let me save that. All right. And y'all should be able to see that. Okay. There you go. All right. Y'all see the link down there, guys? Support the Hidden History Museum at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. That's the link, ladies and gentlemen. Got it? All right. So I got a Hindu dot on my forehead. I've already explained my forehead wound. We got a lot of folks in here. Thank you. A lot of people love the ad for the museum, and I'll show that later on in the broadcast. I'll show that a little bit later. But everybody, hit the thumbs up button. We got 5,000 people in here now. We got 5,000 people in here now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do some quick math while we're in here. Let's do some quick math while we're in here. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, if we, hold on. Hold on 1 second. If we got everybody in here, hold on. We got 5,000 people in here, guys. Listen, right now as I'm speaking, we got 5,000 people in here. If everybody right now in this room went to that link, right now, I'm talking about within the next 40 seconds, hit that link, and everybody in here right now, every 5,000 people gave $200. You just gave $200 right now. Everybody right now, $200. We would have it. We would be there. That's it. 5,000 people. $200. I'm talking about the very people who's listening right now. Just everybody gave $200 each. We would be right where we need to be. We'd be right there. You see, that's how simple it is to get stuff done. It's not hard to get stuff done, ladies and gentlemen. It's not hard to get stuff done at all. The thing is, just a lot of us, we prioritize giving our money to stuff that really has no value to us. We'll sit up and brag about giving $200 to the Asian store for a weave. Black folks brag about $1,000 weaves, $2,000 Gucci belts, $5,000 shoes. We'll brag about giving all types of thousands of dollars to all of these stores. When we say just everybody give $200 for a museum that we're going to use to educate all of us, that we're going to use as an institution. Well, first of all, let me say this. I need, what time is the plebiscite meeting going to be? Because before I give that, I need to understand some investment portfolios, and that means you ain't going to do nothing. And man, but we got to get this stuff done. We got to start getting stuff done without all the plebiscite talk. We got to start getting stuff done as Black men and Black women. We are grown folks. We can get stuff done. We are powerful people. But anyway, let's get into what we're talking about on today's broadcast. We're talking about the concept of uppity athletes. There was a situation that happened with our good brother, Deion Sanders. White supremacist society, they've always had a bone to pick with Black athletes. They like Black athletes when they get off the field. They like for their Black athletes to be humble. They like for Black athletes, when you get off that field, because I can't beat you on the field, I'm going to beat you outside of the field using systematic white supremacy. So when it comes to Black athletes off the field, they want to make sure that the Black athletes are humble. Don't you be no uppity Negro. They want to make sure you're humble. So whenever Black athletes are off the field, and even on the field, because if the one side don't like them, they get racial epithets hurled at them. You understand? They get racial epithets hurled at them. Look, let me say this. Hold on. We have a lot of non-FBA people in here whining about, and I see a lot of y'all foreign flags are whining about the museum campaign. Y'all making it, don't you make it bad for the other non-FBA brothers and sisters who are real allies. Let me say this, for the campaign, for the museum, there's a lot of foreign brothers and sisters and immigrant brothers and sisters who are actually on board with this. Many of them are actually on board, and I salute them. A lot of them like, hey man, I'm Haitian, hey man, I'm Nigerian, I'm Ghanaian, but I'm for this, man. I'm with it, I'm a support. So I take my hat off to a lot of our non-FBA brothers and sisters who are on board with this. Shout out to you guys. But let's be real, a lot of the coons who are non-FBA, a lot of them are real butthurt, and they're coming in trying to undermine a lot of shit. A lot of these little butthurt non-FBAs are in here trying to make their little digs. Okay? Just because you have a failure mentality, don't bring that over here to us. Because whenever we start talking about building something outside of the dominant society being in our midst, y'all, the main ones, come in trying to undermine us, trying to talk down on it, projecting your own insecurities because your ass had to flee. Okay? You have fleer's remorse because we standing 10 toes down fighting the system of white supremacy, trying to come together with a coalition to build in our neighborhoods and own things in our neighborhood without running. A lot of y'all come in with your own insecurities because you had to flee your fucking village. So you want to try to project, that sounds like some food market. Yeah, that's some sucker talk. Don't bring that bullshit around us. Don't bring that around us. Don't try to bring your failure to us. You see? We don't need failure talk from people who have a complex about having to flee their homeland. A lot of you have a complex about that shit. And then you try to bring that shit and project it onto us. Whenever we try to get something going on, y'all got to talk greasy about it. Y'all real bad with that. You got fleer's remorse. Y'all are horrible with that. That's why you see almost all the people who we see trying to make little videos dissing us and talking crazy, it's always the foreign flag person. It's always. And they are not the representatives of other people from those nations. They are not the representatives. Those are the same niggas who undermine the people in their homeland. Y'all are some of the same niggas who got ran out of your homeland because you were a coon there. You were a coon there, you try to be a coon here. Yeah? So don't bring that coon shit over here. Because we trying to get something going on. Yeah? But like I'm saying, I'm talking about how black athletes are always told that they're uppity, that you gotta be grateful that we're allowing you to play sports and make all that money. That's the whole thing with Colin Kaepernick, my good brother Colin Kaepernick. They had a problem with him speaking out against white supremacy. See, they don't mind black athletes talking about race as long as they're shitting on black people. As long as they're dumping on other black people, oh, pull your pants up and stop all that crime. They don't have a problem with that. But the minute a black athlete starts criticizing white supremacy, all of a sudden, hey, that nigga's getting uppity. Shut up and play basketball, Negro. They get into that type of thing. Now listen, they do that with LeBron. Like when LeBron spoke against police brutality, they started attacking LeBron. Oh, no, nigga, you make all that money, you better be humble off that sports field. They got a real bone to pick with black athletes offside the field because they cannot beat them. And the sports industry, the white people who work in the sports industry, they're very bad with that. That's why there's always some bullshit going on over at ESPN. A lot of these white male particular and white females, I'm not giving them a pass. These suspected white supremacist males who work as sports writers, they're the worst. Those white males, white supremacist suspect sports writers, many of them are the worst. They're always reporting on black athletes with a lot of racial undertones, that anti-black undertone. Yeah, they got to break them off the field. They got to break the black people. Our sister, Maria Taylor, she just left ESPN today. Hopefully she's going to get a bag up out of there. But yeah, she left ESPN. I think she might be trying to get a bag because they have those employees on video talking greasy about her. So somebody might have gotten her ear and said, hey, you need to bounce and say, hey, that's a hostile work environment. And there's a bag waiting on you. So shout out to her. I hope she's going to get a bag. Yeah, Clay Travis, all of these folks, they got a long history of talking real greasy about black folks, these sports reporters. They got a real bug in their ass about that. So anyway, today, our good brother, Deion Sanders, he's a coach out there at a HBCU in Mississippi. Is in Mississippi, right? So they were doing press day, and he was doing an interview with a white reporter down there in Mississippi named Nick. I can't think of Nick's last name. And Deion was like, don't call me by my first name. The white dude called him by his first name. And Deion did not want to be referred by his white name, his first name. His first name. He called Deion by his first name. And Deion did not want to be called by his first name, either Coach Sanders, Coach Prime, or whatever, at Jackson State. Okay. And he informed the man, the reporter, don't call me by my first name. You don't call Nick Saban. You don't call these other people by their first name. Don't show me the same respect or whatever. Then the white man, all right, Deion. And our brother Deion got the hell up and walked off, as he should. And there's some white supremacists who are butthurt about this. But let me play the video. And I take my hat off to my brother Deion. I love this. Hold on one second. Now watch this. Hold on. Turn the volume up.
Hey, Deion, I was just wondering if you could...
let's back up a little bit. You don't call Nick Saban Nick. You don't call me Deion.
I call Nick Saban Nick.
No, you don't. That's a lie. You call Nick Nick, you get cussed out on the spot. So don't do that. Treat me like Nick.
Okay, Deion. Just
Sus, you're up.
Boom. So that little white reporter thought he was going to be slick and disrespectful. He thought he was going to be slick and going to call him Deion anyway. He just told him, don't call me Deion, You don't call me Deion. All right, Deion. And he got up and bounced. Salute to Deion. I love it. And there's some white reporters who are butthurt about that. Some of these white sports reporters, they're butthurt about that. I love it. Because Deion showed out on him. And there was this white sports reporter that I had a back and forth exchange with him. This is indicative of how they get down. Now look at this exchange that I'm having with this white reporter. He's a sports reporter named Jason Page. Now look at this interaction. Now look at this. Hold on. Now, he gonna hop in my thing because I called it out. I said, look. He was like, yeah, you have zero evidence to back up your race baiting or this having anything to do with race. I, on the other hand, I have 20 years in sports reporting with clowns like this reporter. So stop your maintenance garbage, because I said, look, denying white supremacy is maintenance of white supremacy. And he tried to dismiss that white reporter. He was like, yeah, he was just being an idiot. But it was Deion who was up here trying to get attention and all that. No, we're not going to do that. You're not going to put all the focus on Deion. No, we're not going to do that. Now, we're not going to play that game. Hold on, I want to get the whole exchange between me and this guy. Let me get the whole exchange between me and this guy. Okay, let me stroll down. He said, this reporter was being an idiot. But do you have an iota of evidence to say that there was any racial component to this? This is why people that support diversity and speak out against racial injustice like me get fed up. This was an idiotic tweet. And I've been checking this guy. First of all, you don't tell me about what I should suspect of being white supremacy. I suspect that white supremacy is in play. And you can't tell me otherwise. As a victim of white supremacy, I have every right to suspect when there's some white supremacy in play. So this guy, hold on. The commonality of these type of interactions, this is me, between the dominant society and black people in sports, is definitely cause to suspect anti-black racism. Here he goes. You call yourself a race baiter in your profile. It's easy to call out your efforts here doing just that. I've done the journalist thing, the national radio host thing, and more. I've been to 1 million of those press settings. this guy's an idiot, not a racist. Look, dude, you denying it don't make it any less true. See, we got to stop this game where the suspected white supremacists come around us trying to deny racism like that's supposed to be the end-all be-all. No. That shit where white folks get around black folks and try to almost reprimand them because they think that they're uppity, always trying to bring them down a peg. That's an old racist trick. They've been doing that for years, especially with black athletes. They got a thing about that. Hold on. And I told him, you denying a situation of suspected white supremacy doesn't make it less valid. All right? Hold on. We going in. I'm going in on this guy. Hold on. He said something very interesting. I want to get to it. Hold on. He said something very interesting I want y'all to catch. Because I kept checking him. He's not going to, I'm white and I say so on me. See, we got to get out that thing where we let these people pull the I'm white and I say so garbage on us. Yeah? No, that's not going to work for me. Hold on. Let me show you what he said. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I gotta find this clip. I hope he didn't delete it. Hold on. Where's come on, dude? Where you at? Hold on.
No.
I got this.
1 second. Because I was checking this dude heavy.
And then I got this on here.
Yeah, I don't play the I'm white and I say so game. When you sit up and try to deny white supremacy and your word is supposed to be the end all be all. No, that's not going to work. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, yeah, here it is. Then he tried to pull the comparative minority card on me. He was like, guess what? I'm gay and I've been a victim as a minority in my field for over a decade. But I don't try to use it to rationalize every act of foolish behavior into a stance of homophobia and bigotry. Again, you're making a mockery of racism by calling out instances that aren't. So then he tried to say, well, because he's a gay white man, that's comparative to anti-black racism. So I had to light his ass up on that. I let him know the white LGBT community has practiced the most vicious anti-black racism imaginable. So don't even try to play the comparative minority card, y'all. This is white supremacy in play right here. Oh no, you don't get to define what white supremacy is and I'm a minority too because of my sexuality. No. No. See, we got to start calling all of this stuff out. Yeah. You had to let me know what your sexuality was. I had no idea until you said something. You can see that I'm a black man and therefore I am a victim like other people who are black of white supremacy. We can't hide our racial status. And I think it's very disrespectful for them in the dominant society to try to compare their sexuality with the oppressive anti-black racism that they participate in. That's what the movie Buck Breaking is about. Like I said, and I told him about this. White supremacists get on code with each other. He got on code with the white reporter to go against Dion. See, he got on code to dismiss the white reporter as just being an idiot. Oh, he's just an idiot, not a racist. The real problem is Deion Sanders trying to get some attention. So he's still on code with the white reporter. You see, we have to check them on that. It's very important to check them on that. Shout out to our brother Dion for getting his ass up and not letting that man disrespect him. They love to try to bring us down a peg. Any black person who is in an authoritative position, they always got a problem with that. They never like to acknowledge a black person's authority because they figure in the system of white supremacy, come on, you still a victim now. I'm still prioritized as a white man over you in the system of white supremacy. This is how they think. They do this all the time. Let me show y'all another clip. A few months ago, there was a clip of a sister who was a doctor. They were having a Zoom meeting, And the white doctor wouldn't refer to this sister as her doctor title when she kept trying to get him to do so. Look at this. This is another perfect example of what I'm talking about. They do this all the time.
Other residents who live on a well who now have paved development coming in and potentially messing up our quality of drinking water. That is not making a safe neighborhood for me where it currently exists as a safe neighborhood. And I think that's something that needs to be included in conversations moving forward so that the developer is accountable to the community within which it's situating its development.
Mr. Collins, can you give us a class?
I did. I think that we kind of lost our way on what we're talking about here. We're here to approve the standards that have been presented. And if Mrs. Rosario has something about what
it's Dr. Rosario.
Mrs. Rosario has something about
Dr. Rosario.
Well, I'm sorry. Your name said on here, Karen Rosario. Hi, Karen.
It's Dr. Rosario.
You got something.
I would call you Tony, so please, sir, call me as I would like to be called. That's how I'm identifying.
It doesn't really matter.
It matters to me. It matters to me. And out of respect, I would like you to call me by the name that I'm asking you to call me by.
Your friend, Rosario.
I'm verbalizing my name is Dr. Karen Rosario. And it really speaks very negatively of what the commissioner to be disrespectful.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're negotiating something that happened 4 years ago. We've taken on this function. This is not a zoning function, it's a planning function. And Mr. Chairman, I think that if there's something that she has something specific in these standards.
Oh, they can't do to show a black person respect who has some type of authoritative title. White supremacist society, they have a bug in their ass about that, dude. I'm telling you, this is how they are. They hate acknowledging a black person in an authoritative position. That psychologically, it fucks with them, dude. They always got to bring you down a peg. He just couldn't bring himself to say it. He would rather get fired. I think this white man got fired. They would rather get fired. Hell, I just found out I'm a white. I'll get another job. I live in a white supremacist system. I can go get work elsewhere. Damn, if I sit here and defer to this nigga, you better understand how they are when it comes to respect. That's why when it comes to me, that's why they hate me. White supremacists don't like me, but the thing is they respect me because they got to, because I don't need them. That's why they always all up in my mix. The white supremacists have to show me respect because I don't allow disrespect. Now they can troll and all that, but that you gotta troll because you can't run shit here. You can't run a goddamn thing because I'm not dependent on you. But boy, they have a problem when there is a black person who's a doctor or a lawyer who's in an authoritative position. Boy, that already burns their ass that a black person made it to that level already. Damn, this black person overcame all of the systematic booby traps that we set for them. That's one thing, because they understand the booby traps they set for black folks. So the fact that you overcame those booby traps and then said, hey, I need you to respect my title. Oh, Lord, this nigga's you're too uppity. You're just doing the most. We have to do something about these school programs. How did we let this nigga slip through? You in? Oh, man. Now, yeah, you know that he said Mr. Chairman to the other person, but he would not call that sister doctor to give her her title. And shout out to her for standing strong, standing on her respect. Don't let these people disrespect you. They got a very bad habit of that. Y'all remember during the Bush administration, when Condoleezza Rice was a part of the Bush administration, they always referred to her as Condi. Y'all remember that? They don't do that with Noah. They don't give Nancy Pelosi and all these other people no damn nicknames. Remember George Bush and all those folks? They would always refer to Condoleezza Rice, not as Miss Rice, not as Dr. Rice. Hey, Condi. They gave her a little bullshit ass nickname. See, they minimize Black authoritative positions. They always got to put you in your place as a Black person. They always have to do that. They don't want to call you by no kind of formal title. Yeah, that's why I love Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown wouldn't let nobody just say, hey, Joe, how are you? Oh, there, young man. Yeah, Judge Joe Brown won't let no shit like that happen. That's why we rock with Judge Joe Brown. You demand that respect. You don't let people call you out of the title that they're supposed to call you. You show respect. That's an old white supremacist cultural thing. Just like back in the day, they would never refer to old Black people because, see, with old Black people, older Black people, children are at least supposed to show them general respect by calling them Mr. or Mrs. In white supremacist culture, back in, especially in the Jim Crow era and coming out of slavery, they wouldn't allow white children to call older Black people Mr. or Mrs. They would always call them auntie or uncle. That's an informal title just to, it's not to give them any type of authoritative respect. Calling somebody auntie or uncle just means that they're older than you. They call them mammy, hey mammy, uncle, hey auntie, mammy, uncle, just to acknowledge that they just happen to be older than you. But it was never Mr. or Mrs. That was Mr. or Mrs. or ma'am or sir. That's to show respect. They would never do that. That's why you have food products like Aunt Jemima pancakes, Uncle Ben's rice, Uncle Remus, Uncle Tom. Hey, Uncle Tom. You know? That's a part of their culture to not show Black people respect in general conversation. They still have that bug in their ass. Huh? Our brother Dion took his respect. If you're not going to respect me, we're not going to have an interaction. That's how we have to be with this game. The white supremacists can't disrespect me because I don't interact with them in a capacity where disrespect is allowed. You're going to have to hate on the sidelines. Yeah, you can sit over there on the sidelines hating and trolling, but there is not going to be any kind of interchange or interaction with disrespect. That's just not going to go down. Yeah? But we have to understand how we have to respect ourselves. See, we got to respect each other. And we have to understand that we're worthy of respect. This is why it's very important for us to build things for each other that are not janky. This is why we're trying to get this museum going, and I want to make it top of the line and top notch. I want us to get into the mindset where we are worthy of respect. We got so many Negroes out here who will allow disrespect. The dominant society think they can come around disrespecting all of us. See, this is why we got to get into the mindset of us being worthy of respect. We're not supposed to be on the bottom. We're not supposed to be the last in line. We got to get that mentality out of here. We got to check that stuff. Yeah? And what we got to do, we got to stop elevating all of these people over us and them using us to give them wins for other groups. We got a very bad habit of elevating people so that they can put wins on the board for other groups. That brings me to this situation with Karuchi. Do y'all know Karuchi just won an Emmy? I don't even know what show she's on, but they gave her an Emmy. This was more of a political thing.
Gotta be.
But the actress Karuchi Tran, they gave her an Emmy. Now, Karuchi Tran, she came up in the game by being basically Chris Brown's girlfriend, and Black people pretty much elevated her. Okay? So Karuchi Tran won an Emmy And this is how they're reporting Karuchi Tran winning this Emmy. From stylist to Emmy winner, Karuchi Tran becomes the first Asian American Pacific Islander lead actress to win a daytime Emmy. Karuchi Tran just made history as the first Asian American Pacific Islander to win an actress in either of the daytime Emmy, primetime Emmy celebration categories. These people are seriously trying to pass her off as an Asian. Listen, Karuchi Tran is Black and Vietnamese. Nobody in Vietnamese society has accepted no Karuchi Tran. First of all, Karuchi Tran, and a lot of people are pointing this out, they say Karuchi Tran cannot act her way out of a paper bag. This is what people are saying. This was a part of that Asian, Stop Asian Hate movement where they're using Asians to bury Black people. See, they're erasing us. They're trying their damnedest to erase us, and they're elevating all of these groups over us. She is Black. But now they're elevating all of these people who we sat here and elevated. Remember, Karuchi Tran was elevated by being around Chris Brown. The Black bloggers kept propping her up. It was Black society elevating her. And then when she gets an Emmy win, they chop that up as a win for the Asian community. They're doing the model minority hustle that they did in the 60s. Karuchi Tran could not go to the Vietnamese communities or to Vietnam trying to speak for the Vietnamese people and talk about issues that are effective to Vietnam. They would run her out of it. She couldn't speak on Vietnamese issues, being a Black person. Yeah, she's known for being Chris Brown's ex. But this is the game they're playing. See, this is part of that Stop Asian Hate movement. Again, they're burying Black people. The name of the game is to bury us. This is why it's important for us to ground and institutionalize our history on our own terms, ladies and gentlemen. This is why that's so important. But family, anything connected to us, they always have to latch on other agendas to it. We got to stop that. This is why we've been messing around, letting other people control our history, control our narrative, and we're getting buried. And the minute we talk about, hey, let's get a museum going, wait a minute now, we get plebiscite niggas and Rock Nation brunch niggas popping up. Wait a minute now. Before I meet up with Puffy and Sean Carter, as I call him, I like to understand what your business plan is going to be. We get the dumb talk while we're being buried. We don't have time for plebiscite talk. And sisters, my sisters, they're really trying to bury the sisters. Black women, they're really trying to, well, they're trying to bury all of us. I'm not going to separate us. But anytime they show a Black woman, they always got to tack on other things with it. Sports Illustrated swimsuit, the swimsuit issue, and they've always been on some political, racial bullshit. They didn't reveal that they got a transgender model as the first transgender model, and they had to put her on there with Naomi Osaka and Megan Thee Stallion. They had to piggyback other Black women on there. Hold on.
Not one, not two, but three cover stars on this year's Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. Are you all ready? Ready. Come. Naomi Osaka, Megan Thee Stallion, and Lena Bloom, the 50th installment of the legendary magazine, hitting a lot of firsts here. We'll start with Megan Thee Stallion, first rapper to be featured on the cover. Lena Bloom is the first transgender cover model. And this year, Naomi Osaka's first time featured in the magazine. Osaka sat down with Sports Illustrated to talk about what it's like venturing out of her comfort zone for that cover shoot and the one piece of advice that she got.
So family, listen. This is to bury us. Whenever, if there's a Black person being the first or achieving anything, they're going to attach everything else to it. If a black person is trying to achieve something, they are going to attach everything under the sun to it. They're going to boggle us down by burying us with other groups. We don't have time for plebiscite talk, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have time for plebiscite talk. They're in the middle of burying us right now, burying our history. Look, down there in Texas, hold on. I talked about this the other day. This is what they're doing in Texas. Not only in Texas, the public schools, they're removing stuff about Dr. King and Black history. They're also making it so that you're not supposed to teach that the Klan is morally wrong. So they're letting you know, hey, the Klan ain't really that bad. Now, it's illegal to say that the Klan is morally wrong. You can't even say that in schools now. This is down in Texas. Family, these people ain't playing. Family, these people are going right back to their white supremacist, open white supremacist roots right now. We don't have time to play plebiscite games. These people are playing against us as a group. The Asian community, they're playing against us as a group. And any black person with a little pinch of Asian in them, they're co-opting them for wins. Anything they achieve, they're going to use that as a win for them. The white community, they're co-opting things and they're codifying their group. All of these groups are working as a group against us. And the minute we start talking about, hey, man, we need to get together as a group and get some shit done. Well, hold on, wait a minute now. How come you don't get out there and do all that? How come you don't do it? Well, if I do it, I'm going to lose because they're playing against us as a group. And one person cannot play against all these different groups. Groups have to play against different groups. Well, how much money you gonna get now? I know business. I went to DeVry Community College. Niggas get to talking dumb. We don't have time for dumb nigga talk. That's the thing in our society, man. We have dumb nigga shit that just festers, that we got to get out the mix. We just don't have time for stupidity. These folks are playing as a group against us, and we can't even get niggas to put the uniform on. Oh, what color uniform is that? I want a green uniform. I don't like that color. It don't look good on my skin. But the dominant society, we can't be the perpetual dumbasses out here. Everybody's against us. And the thing is, we got black folks out here, too many black folks who will do anything for attention. You don't want to play as a group. You want to be the attention-seeking Negro. It's all about you. We don't have time for that. We will do anything for attention. We will die for attention. Niggas will go to jail for attention. Did y'all see this story? This ignorant ass hood rat. And I hate to talk about folks, but this ignorant hood rat, ladies and gentlemen, there was a murder in Tulsa. And this woman named Lorraine Graves, they were looking for her as an accessory to this murder. You know how they do when it comes to us. If somebody murders somebody, they always find any black person who knew the person who did it. They're going to tie them in as an accessory. So this woman, they had the FBI's most wanted poster on Facebook. They had a most wanted suspect list. They had a reward for her. And this fool commented on the damn page. Most wanted suspect arrested after asking about reward money on the police department's Facebook post. So the police department was looking for this woman. They were like, do you know any information on Lorraine Graves? She's charged with murder. Her stupid ass right here got in the comment section talking about what? Where's the reward money at? And somebody tried to say, hey, girl, stay off social media. They can track your dumb ass. Then somebody said, it ain't going to be funny when you get processed. And sure enough, they found her ass. And this is her in jail, looking stupid as hell. Yeah. See, this type of stupidity right here, stupid as hell for attention. We're so desperate for attention. Her being on the most wanted list, the fact that that was the first time in her ignorant ass life that she got some attention, she didn't even know how to act. She was like, fuck it, let me relish in this. This is the first time she's been acknowledged. This is the first time this woman got some damn attention in her life. So she had to wallow in the damn attention. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. This is how we look at attention. We prioritize getting some damn attention instead of power. We have to prioritize power, ladies and gentlemen. It is not our life to be perpetually powerless. When we empower all these other groups, we got to get that dusty mentality out of here. Ladies and gentlemen. And not just the dusty mentality. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. Because, and shout out to everybody who's contributing, we're almost at 100K on the campaign. Let me show y'all where we are. We're doing good. We're almost at 100,000. We're at 96,000 right now. We're almost at 100,000, which is good. That'll get us at the 10% mark of our goal. So shout out to everybody who's contributing. But we also got to watch out, not just for the dusty Negroes and the hood rats. We got to watch out for those buffer class Negroes too. I saw something on with Gayle King. And for the first time, Gayle King did the right thing by kind of semi-checking this guy. They were talking about Bezos. I think it was Bezos landing. He had some kind of space flight and they landed. And they had a former NASA administrator and astronaut, a black man named Charles Bolden. The light-skinned black man named Charles Bolden. Okay? He's a former astronaut. And I want y'all to hear what this Negro was saying. This nigga was cooning it up for no reason at all. For no reason at all. He was cooning it up for literally no reason. Listen to this dude and how he was just cooning it up just because white people were around. Now listen to this.
On an idea. We're not there yet. It's a long trek to get to where all men are created equal, all those stuff. To see that, to see the young black boy there, excited, that answered the questions of people who say, why the heck are we doing this? If it didn't answer it for you, you don't understand, you don't get it. The young man sitting there, excited as he was, that's one less black kid on a corner somewhere, getting ready to use a weapon. It is really, really, really important for us to inspire young people. We have to inform them.
What? See, that sometimes niggas just be cooning for no reason at all. I'm gonna play the rest of it. So it was a black kid. I guess there were a lot of people congratulating the folks for landing, and there was one black kid who was very excited. And he was like, well, yeah, that's one black kid. That's one less black kid on a corner with a weapon. Nigga, where did that come from? Where did that come from? That literally came out of nowhere. Like, where did that come from, dude? He just got around them white folks and decided to coon it up. Y'all remember that time on, I think, ESPN, where it was one big coon talking about, yeah, that running back, he running because, a lot of black folks, they know how to run from the law. They were looking at this nigga like, what? Nigga, what? What are you thinking about? Well, let me play this old Sambo one more time. I mean, that cooning just came out of nowhere, just cooning for no reason. That came out of nowhere. Hold on.
Founded on an idea. We're not there yet. It's a long trek to get to where all men are created equal. All those stuff. To see the young black boy there, excited. That answered the questions of people who say, why the heck are we doing this? If it didn't answer it for you, you don't understand, you don't get it. the young man sitting there, excited as he was, that's one less black kid on a corner somewhere, getting ready to use a weapon. It is really, really, really important for us to inspire young people. We have to inform them. There were no black kids standing around when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin went to the moon. We weren't a part of that. We are today. Women weren't a part of that. They are today. So this is a huge day for the nation. And the unfortunate thing is that Congress didn't take a time out and turn on the TVs and watch this.
I don't want anybody to think or believe that all black kids are just hanging out on a corner. I think it's inspiration for everybody. But I get the point that you're making, that it gives other people other options that they could see. I just really wanted to clean that up because I'm sitting here going, no, Charlie, no. No, Charlie, no. I know what you were trying to say. But I don't want that left hanging on the air as I'm sitting here listening to.
I agree with everything Charlie said about this, how significant it is.
Oh yeah, the white man don't agree with them nasty ass toes. Of course, the white man agreed. Yeah, I agree with what Charlie had to say. Yeah, the white man sat here and agreed with it. That's what Charlie was doing. And you cooning when Gayle King has to stop you from cooning. Nigga, if Gayle has to stop you from cooning, like, oh, come on, that's too much now. Yeah, when Gayle has to stop you from cooning.
Are you tired of the media spinning the truth and pushing false narratives? Well, take a look at this.
Hold on. Let me get this.
Over the last 3 years, while the
Sorry, guys. Yeah, when Gayle King has to stop you from your cooning, you cooning too much. Oh, that we talk about that in the meetings behind the scenes. Oh, you don't talk about that openly. Oh, when Gayle has to save you, nigga. But this Negro, this old decrepit Negro, was showing out for white people. I mean, that just came out of nowhere. And let me tell you something. Whenever you have somebody cooning like that, a Negro cooning like that, that means one of two things. Either that's an immigrant coon or it's a boule coon. When you see that, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think he's an immigrant. And I looked up, let me tell you, whenever you see that, I went to the Boule website. Hold on. This is the Sigma Pi Phi. I went to the Boule. This is the Boule official website for the Boule, the Sigma Pi Phi. As you see, this is their website. The Grand Boule of Sigma Pi Phi, a.k.a. the Boule, is the first and oldest African-American Greek, blah, 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 blah. And you go down, notable members, and Charles Bolden, Chief Administrator of NASA. I knew it. The minute that nigga was cooning, I said, this nigga gotta be Boule. And sure enough, there he is on the first page. Right there on the first page of the fucking Boule website. These niggas are predictable. He might be Trinidad, he might be Caribbean. I don't know his full ethnic background, but I know that's Boule talk right there. They're so predictable. When I said that, I said, I know this nigga's name is somewhere on the Boule website, and it was on the first page. It was on the first page. Lord. That's why I go in on them so much. They're so damn predictable. It's a dead giveaway. When you see that type of coon, and just to let you all know, it's Boule or some immigrant coons, dude. When they get on TV just cooning up for no reason like that, that was so unnecessary. That just came out of nowhere. Yeah, but luckily, I'm glad that black kid is happy. That's one less black kid on the corner using a weapon on somebody. And then people say, they ask me how come I don't get with them to work on our museum. Do y'all know how these niggas think, family? Understand. Some people keep saying he might be Trinidadian. I wouldn't put it past him. But family, understand, most of the stuff that's coming from these museums, all of the BS coming from these museums, it's coming from them dudes. They got the Boule coons running the museums. out here. They got these Negroes curating. That's why we see so much nonsense. Those are the last people that we're going to work with. Look, we're going to have to do this. It's going to have to be grassroots. And where are my athlete people? All my black athletes and my black rappers, we need y'all to hit that hiddenhistorymuseum.com up. The Hidden History Museum, all the rappers and athletes, especially athletes and rappers who's listening, we can get our goal in a day. If all the athletes and rappers contribute to the building of the Hidden History Museum that's going to be built on Crenshaw. We're almost at 100K just on the grassroots alone. For the athletes and entertainers, y'all can hit that up too. All the people with the money phone. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all see anybody on Twitter and Instagram or TikTok with the money phone, hit them with the Hidden History Museum link. Hit them with the Hidden History Museum link, ladies and gentlemen. Because, see, we got to preserve our history. Remember the other day I was down in LA and I went to the African American History Museum that's run by white people. And they had some sister with her big ass, a big painting of a big ass and all this old stuff and some LGBT stuff. Other groups don't allow you to have an alternative agenda with their history. Other groups don't play that. There was a brother in Tulsa who put up some images of some Osage Indian women. I think they were nude, and they checked that brother, made him take it down, and he had to apologize. Look at this story here. This happened this week. Tulsa native and Black Wall Street gallery owner apologizes to the Osage Nation. Hold on.
See this coming at all. It definitely blindsided me.
Tulsa native Dr. Rico Wright is apologizing to the Osage Nation. Wright's New York City gallery is featuring 6 oil paintings that some say sensationalize victims of the Reign of Terror, a series of murders. News Shelley's Danica Hill talked with Wright today about his decision to take those down. Danica.
Yeah, Cam. Rico first opened the Black Wall Street gallery here.
On a side note, this reporter is kind of goddamn cute.
In Tulsa, but later moved to New York about a year later, and that's where those paintings were on display. Now, Wright tells me it was a post on his, it was a comment on his Instagram post that initially.
Oh, my bad. What I do? Hold on.
Initially sparked this conversation.
We recognize what our mistakes are. We own them, and we want to move forward.
Backlash over the exhibit titled "The Wolfsbane and the Flower Moon" by Teresa Doherty, featuring
Hold on.
And 2 Osage women in the nude.
Outside of the art world, like there's this misconception of like nudity in paintings, and it's nothing that's hypersexualized. That was never the thought at all.
According to an article in the Osage News, the paintings were also offensive because of the use of the spider symbol, which was banned in 2017.
The moment that the backlash.
Okay, so he put up some naked Native American women from the Osage Nation. They were like, no, y'all can do that. Put up them Lizzo-looking chicks with your ass all out in your museums, or what? But don't do that. Don't do that with us. No, don't sexualize us. Don't do that to us. They were like, no, do not do that to us. Yeah, somebody said stay focused. That reporter was kind of, I'm looking. I ain't gonna, did I say that out loud? Well, she kind of looks like my wife a little bit. That's why I said it. She was attractive. That's a cute motherfucker, though. Shit, I'm married, but I ain't blind. That's a cute fucking reporter. But the point is, they don't let you disrespect their heritage. They don't let you disrespect their culture. Yeah? We got to have that same energy. Because I was complaining about the garbage that was in the so-called African American History Museum. Oh, no, you can't tell us that we can put whatever art we want. No, we are going to check you on that. That's why we got to get our own thing popping. That's why we have to get our own joint popping. Ladies and gentlemen, That's why we got to get our own joint popping so that people can't try to tell us what we can and cannot put and how they can sexualize images of us in museums. Yeah? That's why it's very important for us to get our thing popping. We're almost at that 100,000 mark, guys. We're almost there. We're almost at that 100,000 mark, ladies and gentlemen. But the thing is, we got a lot of people out here who are plantation ready. We just got to keep it a buck, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of folks out here who are plantation ready. And if it was time to go back on the plantation, literally, some of these niggas be right there, ready to go. Did y'all see this? Hold on. I think I put this on my Instagram. Hold on. Did y'all see this? This brother and his white wife, they had a wedding. And it was a plantation-themed wedding. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we still got folks like this walking around. This dude getting married to a white woman. These are the images that this dude put up. This is days past everything changed. Our love got stronger and stronger. He was no longer a slave. He was a part of the family. Pre-wedding session. Oh, so this is this her page? I don't, this is some kind of theme this couple got, ladies and gentlemen. This is what these, look at this. Family, we got Negroes like this walking around right now. We got bed bucks like this walking around. I'm smelling some Jollof though. For some reason, I want to get some information about this dude. I'm smelling Jollof. This dude might not even be FBA, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna be very honest. I swear to God, I'm smelling Jollof. I'm looking at the hair for a minute. I'm smelling Jollof. This dude might not even be FBA. I don't know. I don't know, but whoever raised this nigga, I want to know who raised him. Who's this nigga's parents? For him to get down with a wedding like this, I think it's some either some Jollof or some oxtails, man. I don't see a foundational Black American mother going along with raising a nigga like this. I'm gonna be real. I just don't see an FBA mother being any way proud of her son doing some shit like this. I just can't see it. I just really don't see it. I smell Jollof, man. I smell natural shea butter. I do. I smell Jollof and natural shea butter from Ghana somewhere. I don't see an FBA mother raising a nigga like this. I just don't. To go through with something like this, to go through with a plantation-style wedding where he's being freed, somebody who can trivialize slavery like this. I just don't see it. And the names of these people has been blurred out. Yeah, he might have been adopted. This nigga, he's been raised by white people or somebody. I just don't see foundational Black Americans raising a Negro like this. Ladies and gentlemen, whoever raised him needed a museum like the Foundation of Black American Museum. This is what we get when we don't have institutions like the Foundation of Black American Museum, the Hidden History Museum that's run by Foundation of Black America. When we don't have something like the Hidden History Museum that will teach you your culture, this is what we have. People who are raised like this. I really want to find this. Please, can y'all help me find out who this dude is? Let's put up some money. Let's get a betting pool. I bet $20. I got 20 on it. I can't bet too much because it's illegal to gamble on the internet. Let's get a betting pool of where this nigga's from. I'm betting $20 that this nigga is not a foundational Black American. He's either from West Africa, the Caribbean, or he's adopted. Please find out some information about this guy. I just don't see it. Anyway, guys, let me get out of here. Before we get out of here, let me play the commercial for those who have not seen the commercial for the Hidden History Museum. Let me play the commercial for the Hidden History Museum for those who have not seen it. Let me go here. We're at $97,000, ladies and gentlemen. Let me play the commercial. Here we go.
Greetings, family. This is Tariq Nasheed. I am your community servant. Right now, I am in South Los Angeles on the world famous Crenshaw Boulevard. And with your help, we want